Hi beautiful souls, welcome to a new video, and this one is a little bit more personal because I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being here, for writing these amazing comments underneath my videos, for subscribing, for booking a session with me, for just believing me in general and seeing me. I don't know if you guys know this, but since this channel started to grow, my life started to change. It really did, and that's when that was in September, last September, so September of 2025. I created this channel, I think in June or July of 2025. And then I just saw how my channel started to grow from the start of September. And I wasn't focused at all on this channel. I just wanted to practice my English. I just wanted to reach more divine feminine, more twin flames with my content without having any expectations. I was so focused on my my Dutch company, online business. For those who were wondering, in Belgium we speak Dutch and French, but the Dutch in Belgium sounds a little bit different than the Dutch in the Netherlands. We speak Flemish. You can say it's a kind of a dialect, an accent, a big accent that we have. But the same goes for people from the Netherlands. We as Belgians, we think they have a funny accent, but I think it's vice versa as well. So they think that we have a funny accent. I don't know why I'm sharing this. But the way I used to work on my online business, the way I saw how I needed to earn money, and the way I was living in the past fall, so September, October, November of 2025, it's changed so much. I had a hard time because my ego mind was resisting towards the guidance of my soul, because I knew that I had to live differently, and I knew that I had to let go of my my Dutch online company. Not that I quit it, but I just felt this guidance of creating more English content and connecting with all of you from over the whole world. And the more I started to listen to this, like my channel was growing, everyone was asking me in the comments when that I was gonna do one-on-one sessions, even though I planned never to do this again, because I've never seen myself as a coach, and I started to feel very insecure when it came to coaching people and having one-on-one sessions with my Belgian and my Dutch clients. But somehow, when I started to make these English videos, when I started to connect with you guys through the one-on-one sessions, so many beautiful things started to shift from within. And it became so clear to me that my soul was guiding me through this, like, you have work to do on an international scale, not just for Belgium and for the Netherlands, but it's so much bigger than that. And it's actually funny because at the beginning of October, I received a Bron reading from an amazing, talented man from the Netherlands. And in this reading, he, how can I say this? He could talk to my soul, and he could listen to my soul and the source of where my soul comes from. So I just said Bron reading, but Bron, Oh my god, my translations are funny. Bron, B-R-O-N, is the Dutch word for source. So it was a source reading. And he channeled a lot. He channeled a lot when it came to my existence, my soul here on planet Earth. And he also predicted that I wasn't here to play small, but I was here to anchor my light and to share my light in the whole world, maybe in every continent. I don't know, but I've spoken to many of you guys right now, people from America as well, so the US, Europe, of course. Also some people from Asia I've spoken to, and it's such a different experience when I'm doing these one-on-one sessions with people from all over the world. I don't know, it's activating something within. It's giving me, I don't know, it fills up my heart, it warms my heart. It feels so good, and at the same time I started to feel uncomfortable where I'm living currently, in this apartment, a small apartment, 1-bedroom apartment. It's perfect. I've been so grateful to live here, but I started to feel uncomfortable here. I also started to get bored in here, and I just felt how my soul wanted to expand itself and live differently, because how my perception on money started to change. I at the same time started to realize that if I want to experience money different, if I want to play more with money from a soul level, I can't do this. I just felt I can't do this while living in an apartment in which I'm dependent on paying my rent every month. So I need to live from month to month financially. And I just feel I can't do this anymore, because for me, linear time is an illusion, and I'm still operating from this linear time when it comes to money. And I just feel that if I leave this place, if I stop paying rent, and if I stop living in this comfortable, secure, space in this city, I can't break through alchemizing my fear around money. And I feel so much liberation when I imagine how I can live differently if I'm not bounded to one place. Yeah, it's just a knowing. And so in December, I just, without thinking about it too much, but I started to sell a lot of my clothes, a lot of my books, and then I started to realize I'm gonna leave this place. I just know I can't live here anymore. I want to expand my horizons, literally. I can't live in a box almost and having this security. I want adventure, I want joy, I want to play with life. And so one day I woke up, I think it was the 21st of December, so that's the solstice, the first day in which there's more light again. The days are getting lighter again since then. And when I made this choice, it was like such an expansion in my energy, in my consciousness, in my heart. It felt so right. And this has everything to do with you guys. I don't know if you know this, that I wanted to share this just to show you how grateful I am for you to be here, to guide my soul, to give me this experience, to connect with people from all over the world. It feels so good. So I'm going to leave my apartment the 31st of March. So I still have 2.5 months left to sell all of my belongings, almost all my belongings. But a lot of my furniture, my couch, my table, my bookshelf, my bed. And maybe now you are wondering, what are you going to do then? How have you planned to live in the near future? Well, I've always had this dream to travel in a van. Yes, of course. Maybe this is predictable for some people. I don't know why. Some people in my environment tell me the same, like I've always known that you wanted to do that. And actually I've tried this before. I think in December of 2023, I was in a very bad place almost. 2023 was a very painful, heavy year to me. That was 1 year after my activation, when I met my twin flame. And at that time I was co-housing with 3 male friends, but with one of them it didn't resonate anymore. His energy was almost like toxic to me. I couldn't be around him in the same house anymore. It was too much. And I felt unhappy. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So the one thing that I could think about was, okay, let's just also leave this place and travel to the south, travel to Portugal. I had a friend back then that was also renting an apartment in Portugal for a few months, I guess. So she said, come to Portugal. And I have a van. I have a Volkswagen T4 from the 90s. So it's currently it's 30 years old. But that adventure to Portugal in the middle of almost winter didn't go as planned. The motor of my car broke down at the boundaries of Portugal. So I was in Spain still, but I was going to cross the boundaries to Portugal. So yeah, after 2 weeks, I went back to Belgium, and then I started to feel like, okay, I need my own space. I need security. I just need a comfortable life right now, because I didn't felt comfortable within. I couldn't come home within, and I just knew that if I had a space for myself, that I didn't have to share with somebody else, and that this would help me a lot to calm my nervous system and to come home within. And then in 2024, in this place, in this town, I, for the first time, really consciously experienced unity consciousness. I experienced inner union, and that's when everything started to shift on this journey for me. And I never planned that I would make English content at all, but that's just how amazing life can be if you don't try to control things or figure things out from the ego mind, but you really try to trust on the timing of your soul. The more you connect with soul, the more you shed all the ego-based layers of the mind. And now I'm here, and you guys help me to just transform how I can earn money, to feel which direction I'm heading to. And before I end this video, I also wanted to give a a small little perspective on how, yeah, the 3D union, the 3D relationship can look like from the perspective of the Divine Feminine. Because maybe some of you are wondering, okay, so you are going to travel with your van, but what with your Divine Masculine? And before I share a little bit about that, I also wanted to add that, so the reason why I truly now feel that I can try this again, traveling through Europe with my van, is because I completely transformed from within. I feel so safe within. I love the self so much. I love the divine, the connection to the divine. It's everything to me. It's coming home, and I want to explore the self even more by traveling and having a more unpredictable life. Trusting on the flow of my soul, trusting on what will happen in my daily life, what I'm gonna attract, who I will meet on the roads, and this will also help me to play more with money and to not think anymore in terms of I need to live from month to month financially, but there's much more space I can feel now already in the energy by tuning in to the idea of me traveling with my van and not having this apartment in which I feel safe and secure, but it's also so limiting to me. And it's so much easier to let go of a lot of material stuff. It feels so liberating as well. So these are the processes that I'm going through right now, and yeah, it's so beautiful. I love this ascension. This ascension never stops. And so how this plays out in the 3D union is that my Divine Masculine, he's amazing in understanding and respecting my process. And he also recognizes right now that we both have our own ambitions, and he also likes to make videos right now. He's doing so great. And he can let me go. It's not that it will be easy for him. I know that. I think it will be easier for me than for him. But I just feel that I need to do this on my own. I need to explore this first on my own. My Divine Masculine has the same values and dreams, of course. So I know eventually that we will meet up each other and we will see each other, or he will come and visit me, but he can't go with me as well right now. He has his own businesses going on here in Belgium right now. But yeah, there's so much more freedom in this relationship, and we don't like to call this a relationship. We just know, and that's amazing. He mentioned, like, we can put a label, a relationship on this, but it's limiting of what we are experiencing together. It's so much more, and I just know. And there's so much trust, of course, because as Divine Feminine, you activated and you anchored this inner union, and that's your trust, that's your home. And through that, the Divine Masculine will start to alchemize and transform as well in his 3D life, or her 3D life. But yeah, that's a sneak peek of how it unfolds, or how this 3D union plays out, because it's not a normal relationship. It's impossible to have a normal relationship, and with a normal relationship, I mean constantly leaning on to each other, having expectations, needing the other one to feel whole and complete. It's so different. It's so much more, there's so much more freedom from a place of trust and love within and knowing. And that's all I ever longed for before. If I look back now on the previous relationships that I had before I met my twin flame, I had to mature relationships, because as a teenager I also had two small relationships, but these don't count to me when it comes to having a relationship. I always felt almost unhappy when I was in a relationship, and I never really wanted to admit this to myself, but I felt so limited when I was in a relationship with someone, because I was pushing myself in a role of I'm the partner of, I'm the girlfriend of, and it never felt really right to have a 3D template relationship. And maybe in the near future I can share with or without my divine masculine, it depends, on how these new relationships templates are unfolding, as also part, as how I believe this, as part of the new earth, of the new human. It's so interesting to explore this, so I think I would like to share more of this, but at the same time I also don't want to distract you guys from your own process, because this isn't about a relationship, because if you make this about a relationship you will keep on spiraling, going in circles, and it will stay hard. So I want to keep the focus on this channel, of course, on the individual process of the divine feminine, of inner union, of anchoring your lights, of becoming aware of your energy and transforming this whole twin flame journey. But maybe in the near future I can share a little bit more of this when it comes to then the relationship, which will unfold naturally as a response to the divine feminine activating, embodying, and anchoring inner union. Because sometimes I get these questions like, can you share a little bit more on the perspective of the divine masculine? But I'm so afraid, almost, like, I don't want to just distract you guys. I know there are a lot of people completely resonating with my videos, of course. I love you guys so much. And every week there are coming new subscribers, and sometimes I receive a comment in which I just feel like there's still so much fear-based energy around you, and that's totally fine. But I don't want to distract you by answering your questions about how my 3D union is on the perspective of the divine masculine, because I just feel these questions of you are rising from a place of fear of the ego mind, and actually these questions are not that important. There are so much more important topics in this journey to keep you to help you focus and to keep you focused on what this journey is truly about, and remembering what you are, so that you can shift from within, and then just as a response of this, as a mirror of this, you will get this mirrored, of course, by your divine masculine. Yes, that's just how it works, as within so without. But it's not our focus as a divine feminine, or it's not our part as a divine feminine to focus on the divine masculine, on their perspective, on what they are feeling, on what they are doing, on what they are going through, on even thinking about, but how will this potential relationship work eventually in the near future if we come to 3D union. These are all things you can let go. You don't have to worry about that. You only focus on you, on your state of being, on alchemizing energy, on alchemizing fear into love, and constantly staying loyal to what you truly are. So that being said, when will I share this video? Just a second. Okay, when you're seeing this video, when it just got uploaded, I want to announce again that my online course is launching very, very soon, and I can't wait to get it out there in the online world and see you guys shift and grow through applying everything that I'm sharing in this course. And of course, this course is just called, it has the same name as my YouTube channel, so it's called Inner Union Activation. And the first 5 weeks, I guess, I wanted to take my phone, but I'm filming this on my phone. I just took my laptop with me. Yes, 5 weeks. So the online course in which I'm guiding you into activating and anchoring and embodying your inner union so you can transform your whole experience with the twin flame, but also with life in general, because as a twin flame you are on an ascension process, and when there's a 3D union or a potential relationship unfolding, this journey never ever stops. And that's just the beauty of this, because you get to know yourself more deeply and deeply by having other experiences and more alchemizing fear into love in your personal daily lives. So it doesn't always have to do, of course, with Divine Masculine. That's just a bonus. So I'm launching my online course on the 26th of January, and in this week it's also my birthday. So on the 29th of January I'm turning 28. It's a beautiful number. I don't know, it speaks to me, 28. So on the 26th of January I'm launching my course. I'm also celebrating my birthday that week with actually spending some time in London with one of you guys. It's amazing how I can bond and connect and make new friendships just through having sessions with you. Until the 28th of February, so through these 5 weeks, you will get 111 euros discounts of the original price. So the original price of the course will be 333 euros, and the first 5 weeks you will pay 222 euros. So that's also an amazing gift that I can give you to thank you and to celebrate everything that is unfolding in my life because of you, and to celebrate my new birth year. I think that's all that I wanted to share. Thank you so much for listening to this video and watching this video, listening to me, seeing me. I wish you a wonderful day or evening, and I will be back soon with a new video. Thank you so much.